Greetings, true believers. Welcome to my showcase of Agent Venom. This is the Marvel Legends retro-carded Agent Venom. And here on the back gives you a quick rundown of who Agent Venom is, but if you clicked on this video, you probably already know who Agent Venom is, but quick rundown. Agent Venom is Flash Thompson, who, when bonded with the Venom symbiote, became Agent Venom, which some versions of him, he is an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. So let's get this figure out of the package and take a look at him. Alright, so we have Agent Venom out of the packaging, and so right out of the packaging, he comes with the Flash Thompson head equipped. So let's take a look at that. Because this is a comic version, there is no actor likeness, but it does fit the Flash Thompson look of the blonde hair kind of jock that Flash Thompson was when he was Peter Parker's bully in school. So it is a really nice looking head. It does not have the typical Marvel Legends comic book look. It does have a more realistic take on the face. So that it has a very good Flash Thompson head that doesn't look too cartoonish like some other retro-carded Marvel Legend heads. So alright. Out in the packaging, he comes with a Venom mask to hide his identity as Agent Venom. So it is just a solid black head with the painted lenses. So let's pull off the Flash Thompson head. It pops off really easily. And then it pops on really easily as well. So here is Agent Venom with the Venom mask. And this is probably how I'm going to display mine, but it looks really nice. And it matches really well. You don't have the issue of the plastics being in two different sheens. So alright, well, next let's take a look at the other accessories. He comes with 6 pairs of hands, the 2 equipped, which are the trigger finger hands for his other 2 accessories. So here's his trigger finger hands, which they're just an open grip with a trigger finger, so he can hold his accessories better. And then he comes with a set of clawed hands because it is the Venom symbiote. And so they are just an open hand with claws. And the hinges are in and out wrist hinges. Or, yeah, in and out. And same thing for the right side. Just an in and out hinge at the wrist. Alright. And then the next set of hands is just closed fists. So and same articulation for all 6 hands of just in and out hinges. And then same thing. But the trigger finger hands are up and down. Let's see if I can get the lighting. They are up and down hinges for the weapon holding hands, which is a really nice change that they didn't just make all 6 pairs the in and out hinges. So, alright. So that is the hands, the heads. Now let's take a look at Agent Venom's guns. Because he is an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., he comes with his Icer pistol, which is a really nice design. And he does have storage for it on his body. He has a holster on his left side. The Icer pistol fits nicely in that holster. And then it also can go into his hand, which you just push in and twist like that. And he holds it nicely. So he has his Icer pistol, which will put that back in his holster. And then he also has his shotgun, which I believe it's a shotgun. It looks like a shotgun. Has the pump handle here. Mine out of the packaging came warped, so the barrel is a little warped. Hopefully yours does not warp, but you can just take a little heat and fix it. But all right, let's look at this has some more intricate detail. It has the scope on the top, which is unpainted. Both weapons are just solid plastic with no detail other than sculpted detail, so no painted detail. But it has I guess you could call that the charging gauge, because most icers, if you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they do glow blue, which I may paint some blue lines in there. But overall, it fits the character, as it is a comic book character, so having a Nerf gun kind of fits for the design of the comics. So there he is holding that, and he can get it into a two-handed, I gotta turn the wrist, which after we get done with the accessories, I will show off the articulation. Alright, go like that. He can get into a two-handed pose. Mine's just out of the packaging, so it's a little tight in the joints, but he can hold it two-handed. Let's see if I can get him to shoulder it. There you go. Okay, he can shoulder it too. Try to get, there you go. Okay, so he can hold it nicely to where it doesn't look too goofy. So it looks really nice. So, all right, pull the accessories off, and then we will take a look at the articulation. So we'll start at the head and move down. So the head can go back that far, down that far, and it has a 360 turn. The shoulders have these shoulder pads that are on butterfly joints, so they will move with the shoulder, which keeps them from getting warped too much. And then the shoulder itself has a hinge that can go out that far and down to the waist. Same on the left side. And then he has double elbows that can go in really nice, which you can probably get much better poses out of him than I showed. And then he does have a bicep swivel, can go all the way around. And then we already showed off the wrist, which can, it has this cutout at the cuff, which will hinder the in and out hands, but it doesn't hinder the up and down weapon holding hands, which is nice. So then the torso has a single crunch at the midsection that can go down that far and back that far, which isn't too great, but for a figure that has armor, because the chest piece is an overlay, you can see underneath it does have an overlay, so it hinders articulation back and forth, but he can turn all the way around. Which, looking at the sculpted, or looking at the paint details, he has the Venom logo of the pincers, and it continues to the back, and it meets nicely to its one continuous thing. So, all right, let's look at the legs now. So his legs have hinges, so he can go out that far. It is hindered if you have the icer pistol in, so let's take that out. And it can go, without it, it can go that far. Then it has a back about that far, and forward that far. Same thing on the right side. But right side, yeah, they both go about the same side, despite the holster. So, and then the knees are double knees, so they can go back all the way. Can kick himself in the lower back. So, really nice hinges at the knees. And then he has a back and forward. So the forward can't go very forward, but the back can go way back. And then he has a swivel at the ankle. So, alright, and I'm trying to see if I can... Okay, so that cuff does move, and he can get some more forward movement, which is nice. So overall, this is a really great figure. I definitely like it, and I actually have two other symbiotes I can show with this. They are both Venoms. Here is the Movie Wave comic book Venom, which it's not the greatest Venom figure. I unfortunately don't have the new Walmart exclusive Venom, but I do have the retro carded symbiote Spider-Man, which this is my favorite Spider-Man suit, aside from Superior Spider-Man, but I don't have one of those yet. And so here are the three Venoms. Now, I'm personally, because this Venom didn't come with claw hands, am probably going to give him Agent Venom's clawed hands, just to give him more accessories, because this wasn't the greatest Venom release. He literally only came with 2 fist hands. And this, like, Venom splurge. So it definitely is, if you're in the same boat I am and that's the only Venom you have, you can take the Agent Venom hands. Oh, mine's so old. And you could take the Agent Venom clawed hands and put them on this Venom. So let's pull that out. Pull these two Spider-Man out. Now, if you like the more realistic version of the weapons for Agent Venom, if you bought the 80th anniversary Deadpool, which is this one, he has the short stubby swords. He comes with these 2 MP5Ks, which fit nicely into Agent Venom's hands. And because they are black, they match better. So he has those that you can give him, which, depending on the comic book, he does use 2 MP5Ks. Because it all just depends on which Agent Venom in the comic, what he's using. So there he is with the 2 MP5Ks, which makes him look more kind of like the brute he is. And then that same Deadpool also came with a 1911, which does fit nicely into Agent Venom's holster. So there you go. So if you don't want the comic book look, the accessories from the 80th anniversary Deadpool do fit with this Agent Venom. So overall, I love this figure. He looks great with other symbiote or other Venoms. Get Spider-Man. My table's uneven and I dropped the stand for Venom, but oop. Well, you can see. All right, there we go. Oop. So here he is with the 2 other Venom figures, or symbiote figures, and it overall is a great figure, and if you're a fan of Agent Venom, definitely worth a pickup. So thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed.